All right, so back out here live now. So Brian, Quanell standing very firmly in what he's saying, but we are still here left wondering, what motivation does either side have, whether it is Quanell or whether it is investigators, for not being truthful about the case?
Yeah, it's a good question. We cover a lot of just wild and crazy and interesting stories, but this really is next level. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around what exactly is going on here. And the question you just asked is what I've been asking myself for the last day and a half. What motivation would the activist have to lie? Why would he make all of this up? It doesn't really make any sense. But at the same time, if it's all true, why would the police be choosing not to charge the mother and be saying that there was no history of sexual abuse? You just really can't wrap your mind around it. And the fact that Rudy is now back with the mother, it's all very, very disturbing. The hope is that behind the scenes, they are building a case here, the police department, working with the district attorney. And maybe there's just a lot that we don't know that they're working on behind closed doors.
And that's really, what I suspect, that they're just not revealing everything like we see so many times. Jesse, I throw it over to you now. I mean, are you surprised by this sort of confusing response, not only from law enforcement, but just really overall?
I've never seen a case like this. I'm surprised by everything. But the one thing that really strikes me is if these claims were true, if Rudy really did say this in the room, then the least that law enforcement could have said at that point during that press conference is, we've heard these claims, or we spoke with him, we're continuing to investigate, we can't speak about it at this time. But to give a blanket denial that is diametrically opposed to what this gentleman said, that's what really is strange to me, and why it's a really he said. It's the police department versus him. And clearly we don't have all the answers, right? I mean, it's a bizarre case to determine how this young man was missing for 8 years, why there was lies to law enforcement. There are outstanding questions about the GoFundMe page that was allegedly benefiting the mother during this time, and whether or not she'll face any liability on that front. So there's just too many unanswered questions right now. We're speculating as to what could happen, but it just doesn't make sense on the outset about what happened here.
All right. And it's so hard because we do have to speculate about so much because we just don't know. Jesse, we do know that at one point, both Rudy and his mother lied about their identity to police. Now, Rudy could have been being coerced into doing that by his mother. Again, we just don't know. But is there a world where they both could potentially be charged with crimes?
So on its face, lying to law enforcement, giving false information to law enforcement, filing a false report, or leading them on a false goose chase about where your son is, that's all crimes. Those are misdemeanors. Anytime you lie to law enforcement, a very different scenario, but look at Jussie Smollett. That was all about giving false information to law enforcement. So yes, but they have chosen at this point to not go forward with charges because I think they want to understand the complete picture. A lot of this has to do with intent. What was the intent behind not giving the truthful information to law enforcement? And if there is a mental health issue at play, or there was some coercion or manipulation, that's something that is definitely going to be looked at by prosecutors in this case.
Oh, yeah, because the mental health aspect of it, Jesse, such a good point. Brian, I throw it back over to you. I mean, it's one thing for the mother to have lied from the beginning, but it sounds like she was actively participating in trying to raise awareness about her son because, Quanell says that she's the one who brought him on. We spoke to an investigator yesterday who says the mother also the one who initially brought her on before saying, I don't want to speak to you anymore. So again, just so many questions.
I really feel like this is the tip of the iceberg with the story. I just get that feeling because it seems like every hour a new disturbing tidbit comes out and there's still so much we don't know. For example, we just heard from another private investigator who was contacted by the mother. The mom allegedly said, I want to have this fundraiser to raise money with Rudy missing. They have the fundraiser. The private investigator shows up to the fundraiser and realizes the mom is late. She doesn't even show up on time. And then she doesn't even seem sad. And then she sends this PI on a wild goose chase in Mexico, where she says she's been receiving leads that Rudy is in Mexico, just lying the entire time, apparently. We're going to have him on, the PI on tonight on Banfield. 10 o'clock Eastern. But again, this is like, it feels like it's just unraveling by the hour, and I think there's so much more.
Yeah, every single day there's a new twist to this. Brian, before we let both of you go, there is this press conference this evening with Quanell X, that activist that we heard from, and it sounds like he has the support of Rudy's at least extended family.
Yeah.
Maybe not Rudy's mother, but the rest of the family.
Yeah, they're going to hold a press conference outside the house. At least that's the last I heard. So that could be pretty dramatic, basically demanding more police action. And you mentioned extended family members. I saw there was one on Cuomo last night, a woman, an extended family member who said fully believes Rudy's story and everything, said the mom has been lying, claimed that the mom is, in a sense, armed and dangerous, that she has 2 guns, that people should be sort of leery of her. So again, like there's just so much there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens at this press conference coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, it certainly is. And again, according to Cornell, Rudy is at the home there with his mother still. So Brian and Jesse, my thanks to you both.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.